Okay, guys, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to go over what if I can make this smaller. No problem. We're going to go over the how to build a business credit profile from zero. And this video, by the end of this video, you should have a basic clarification on what it takes to get your business ready to borrow credit, which we call credit an application to owe somebody. Okay. You're applying to owe. So it's important that you understand what is actually being done. Yeah. And this will lend itself to why things are done. Okay. So just stay with us. So the 5-layer system to become borrow ready, number one, your public records. Number two, financial activity. 3, banking and trade lines. 4, credit. And 5, the foundation. All right. So let's go over a quick win checklist and start at the foundation. First, you want to confirm that you have an EIN or uh, an EIN confirmation letter that's on an IRS letter. Okay. If you don't have one, you will go here. All right, and when you get here, make sure that the primary site is available to you. This is what the website will look for. When you click File, you will see over here Popular. Apply for an employer identification number. Amend return identity protection PIN. But here, apply for the employer identification number. As you can see, complete the application in one session. You cannot save it for later. It expires after 15 minutes of inactivity. So anybody can use this tool. Update your Google business profile with an address. Okay, what do they mean? Physical address. Okay, let's get further clarification on this. All right. So, still, these are the students, and uh, acolyte. Uh, all right. What does it mean to add a physical address to your Google business profile? Okay. When students and acolytes of Black Services Research and Development and Kids College and Business Academy update a Google business profile, GBP, with a physical address, they are making a public declaration of where and how their business exists in the real world. This is not just a technical step, it is a statement of legitimacy, accountability, and readiness to serve. Why Google asks for a physical address is because Google uses a physical address to verify that a business is real and reachable, decides where the business appears on Google Maps. It builds trust with families, partners, and institutions, and it protects users from false or misleading listings. A correct address helps the right people find you and keeps the wrong expectations away. The three acceptable address types, very important. Number one, a storefront or a public location. Use this only if people physically come to you. Examples are a learning center, office with posted hours, community hub or studio, and the address is shown publicly. You must accept visitors during business hours. Service area businesses, no public visits. Best for many of our students in early stage ventures, examples, tutors, consultants, mobile services, research and development teams. Your address is used for verification, but the address is hidden from the public. You define the cities or regions that you serve, and this is often the wisest and safest choice if you work from home. Again, this is a service area business address. Then you have your home office, which you would want to use with discernment. A home address may be used only if it reflects reality. It is allowed by Google, but it becomes public unless it's hidden as a service area address. This can affect your family's privacy and family safety. Never use an address you do not control or have permission to use. Okay? One thing you must never do for the protection of the academy and the integrity of the work, do not use a fake address. Never use P.O. boxes or virtual addresses not approved by Google. Do not list a school, church, or an apartment without permission. And do not copy another's business address. These actions can result in permanent suspension. Step by step on how to update your address correctly. You're going to sign in to your Google Business profile and select the business. Click Edit Profile, Business Information Location, and choose Customers Visit My Location or I Deliver Goods and Services to Customers. Enter the address truthfully. If the service area, then you'll hide the address. You'll save and await the verification. Why this matters. Updating your business profile correctly teaches professional responsibility, digital trust building, compliance with real-world systems, and readiness for grants, partnerships, and funding. This is a rite of passage from idea to institution. So, one of the guiding principles, we do not inflate, we do not imitate, we do not deceive. We build what is real, and what is real will grow. All right, so let's get back to our next step, the business phone line. Now, along the same lines as the business profile, uh, but let's understand that these phone numbers that they're referring to, the VoIP number and the open phone and Grasshopper, are just two examples of that. So let's ask for Till. So here we see that a VoIP number is a real business phone number that works over the internet instead of traditional phone lines. VoIP stands for Voice over Internet Protocol. It allows a business to sound established, organized, and reachable without needing a physical office phone. Grasshopper is a clear, student-friendly example of this principle. So Grasshopper is a virtual business phone number, was a phone system designed for small businesses, students, and founders. It provides a separate business phone number, call handling rules, voicemail and text messaging, professional presence using personal devices, and no new cell phone is required. And with Grasshopper, what you're going to do is choose a business number, a local number, a toll-free number, or a vanity number, which spells a word. Connect it to your existing phone, which you might have a personal cell phone. Tablet, laptop, multiple team members if needed, for those of you who are established. Customer can call the business number, and Grasshopper is going to answer it with a custom greeting and get it routed to the right person or department, which you can set up and take voicemails, and you basically receive it instantly with cloud-based transcription. Why businesses use a voice over internet protocol instead of personal numbers is because it's professional and it's credibility and it gives you privacy. And more importantly, it's a consistent contact for your business to grow on Google. And how you should look at Google is like putting your business in a video game. All right, so when you just take care of the basic foundational steps, it essentially makes it to where you can only go up. Records for accountability and organization. That's what the phone number gives. All right, so without the voice over internet protocol, personal boundaries blur, trust is reduced, and listings may be flagged as unprofessional, which we do not want to risk that. All right. Grasshopper, we're not advocating or sponsored by Grasshopper. However, we do hope they do well. Grasshopper plus a Google business profile is very important. When setting up a Google business profile, the phone number should be dedicated to the business, be answered or have a voicemail, and match the business name and purpose. It should also remain consistent across the website, the Google profile, your invoices, and your email signatures. Grasshopper numbers meet these requirements. What Grasshopper is not? It is not a burner phone. It is not anonymous, and it is not a workaround or a loophole. It is a legitimate business communication system. Misuse will lead to suspension by Google or the carrier. Okay. So, example for student business, kids, college, math, tutoring, owner, student, founder, grasshopper gives a phone number, greeting, thank you for calling. Kids, college, math, tutoring, please leave your name, grade level, and callback number. Call is routed to the student's phone. Voicemails are transcribed and logged. All right. Teaching principle for our students: order builds trust, clarity builds growth, and consistency builds institutions. A VoIP number is not about pretending to be big, it is about being real, reachable, and responsible. Right? So, add a domain email to your site footer. Okay. Now, what does that mean? A domain email is a professional email that is in your website or company's name. For example, Black Services at blackservices.com. All right. So we'll go through this very quick. Domain email for your site, again, is very simple here. We see that a domain-based email is an email address that uses your own website domain, not a free provider. Okay. Not at Gmail, not at Yahoo, but your name at yourbusiness.org, etc. Info at blankschool.com. Perfect. When emails carry your domain, it declares that the institution exists, it is accountable, and it is established. This is why they matter. Okay, they provide, once again, trust, credibility, control, consistency, and deliverability. People recognize official communication, credibility. It's usually required for grants, banks, and other platforms that will fund you. It shows that you own the address. It's not a third party. It matches your website, and it's less likely to be marked as spam. Okay. This move takes and it makes your business institutional. Okay. It's no longer personal. Very simple. It works in three parts. The domain, this is your website, blackservicesrd.org, kidscollegeacademy.com. You register it through a domain register, the email host. These are services that you can use: Google Workspace, for example, Proton Mail, which is very good, Zoho, really good CRM, and Microsoft 365, which, I'm a Mac person, but I'm not here to judge. All right, so they don't own your domain, they only service it, and DNS records behind the scenes. So basically, these are technical instructions that tell the internet where email should be delivered, that your email is legitimate, and you don't need to master this immediately, but you do need to know that the correct setup equals emails arrive and are trusted. And I can help you as well. I'll do a business setup tutorial. All right. So back to the basic. And then you want to print your bank statement to verify your business name, or you need a bank verification letter. Okay. Handling these foundational steps is going to make sure that we can fix any issues now. This will stop us from weeks of work in the future. All right, so now once we have the foundation structure, we want to understand the layers, the vendor accounts that report to the business bureaus, and what it all means, okay? So the ultimate goal is to get 3 to 5 accounts reporting to the major credit bureaus, all right? So that's Dun& Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business. And I'm going to show you how to get all three of those. All right. So the starter vendor reports, you want to use NAV, Uline, Credit Strong, Quill, eCredible, and Granger. Okay. These are just starter vendors. Okay. These are here to be utilized for your company's needs so that you don't buy things with your own money now. Okay. So some of these you can get lines of credit for with no credit pull, and it's going to give you tools, supplies, things that you can have at your disposal. Okay. And you just want to make sure that you pay at least 5 days before the due date, because a late payment on your business credit is going to end your business in many respects. So we want to make sure that we are on time with these late payments. And there will be a different segment that I'll go through, but just jot these down and make sure you have them. Banking and trade line layers. You want to add depth here to get higher approval limits. So when we get our starter vendor accounts onto our Experian, our Equifax, and our DUNS report, which you can see here. Okay. Here's Experian, and how you're going to get to the Experian business credit report is you're going to go to the edge here and click small business. Boom. When you click small business, it's going to bring you to this screen, and you'll go to get your report now, or you can search your business information here. It'll bring you to the exact same screen. All right, so you're here. Equifax is the same. You're going to click this link here where it says business. Scroll to products, and you're going to click small business. When you get to small business, you're going to click order now, and it's going to take you to this page where you'll click order your reports, and finally they'll transfer you offsite to eCredible, where you will be able to purchase your business credit report. You will create the account here, order your business credit report. You'll have access to it for 60 days. So $50 every 60 days is essentially, what is that? Every 2 months, it's $50, so it's $25 a month to have your business credit report. All right. And here's our DUNS number at dnb.com. You can go through these tutorials to get insight on the DUNS number. I'll do an individual video for this. But you'll go here, get a DUNS number, and apply. Get started now. Boom. All right. So back to here. Once you have established that you have your report, you will start with these vendors. These companies have their own individual websites. Like I said, we'll walk through that later. And then once you have these vendors on, you're going to go to get you a secured business card. You can do this at the same time too. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, etc. And once these post, then you will move on to a gas card, depending on if it will help your business, or an industry specific card. Okay. Now, once you have about 3 trade lines reporting and some payment history, which we'll go over later, then you want to apply for Amazon, etc., Sam's Club, and only for the purpose of these cards, purchasing items for your business that you're already going to use for your business. The financial activity layer, lenders auto scan your bank feed. Bank feed indicators, lender checklist, what they're already going to go over. Your regular deposits, 0 NSFs, minimum 90 days of clean history, and an average daily balance that's rising. Okay? One thing you want to do is any money you've put in as personal fund injections or any money you've spent to your business, we want to label this as personal fund injections, as owner contributions, so that the underwriters count it as income, not as gifts, which boost your stated cash flow figures. All right. And we'll go over that later. Public record layer, clean house equals instant score boost. So once you claim your number, verify your Secretary of State's in good compliance, and you clear any unknown tax liens, judgments, or UCCs, make sure you file your annual report on time. One missed Secretary of State filing can drop your payday score by 20 points instantly. So your paperwork is tied to your score. All right. So this is a basic timeline of what you can expect when you are looking to get your business ready. All right. About 13 weeks, and it could be done sooner, but week number 1, you're going to do your foundation and compliance. Grab your DUNS number, get organized, spend those days getting your folders and your paperwork together. Week number 2, you want to work on opening those vendor accounts. Take your time selecting the items so that your acquisitions are relevant. Okay. And then once you have your vendor accounts, the next week you're going to work on your secured loans. And as you can see, you have credit strong as an opportunity. Throughout these weeks, you're going to be utilizing those cards and paying those cards so that you can get payment history. Okay. All right. So and you want to do it in order, because if you skip a layer, then the approvals will shrink. But if you follow this roadmap, by the time it's time for you to apply for a small business or a small credit union loan with a CDFI, it's going to be very easy for you to get. All right. Timeline visual, the 13-week credit builder roadmap. The foundation and DNS setup, 1 to 2 weeks. First vendor accounts, up to 4 weeks. Deposit pattern and usage. And second card, about 12 weeks or 3 months. And your first loan application should be about 3 months after you began. All right. We visualize these stall points. We visualize progress to prevent stall points and keep owners accountable to the finish line. Common mistakes. Avoid these top self-sabotaging patterns to protect your credit score. Do not use your personal Social Security number on applications after you have an EIN. All right. Ordering from Uline but paying on day 31. It's going to report late. Letting your bank balance drop to $0 before you make a big deposit. That's going to trigger an insufficient fund. And applying for 5 cards on the same day looks very desperate. And for getting your annual Secretary of State report, it goes inactive. Each error can cost 10 to 50 score points and months of rebuild time. So we want to be sure we stay on top of that. All right, so here we go. Resources and next actions. Momentum beats perfection. Your immediate steps are click these resources and get familiar with them. nav.com, creditstrong.com/business. For that, dnb.com for your DUNS request. Go to your SOS website. And if you need to know where a CDFI is that you can use, you can go to cdfifund.gov. Okay? So at the end of the day, what we would like to see you do is pick a vendor, place your first order. You don't have to do it right now, but this is just a highlight. So one thing you need to understand about credit is you need to spend credit, not debit. All right? You want to build a credit score, all right? Personal or business. So all the cash that you have, let's convert that to a secured credit card tomorrow, okay? All of your cash. Why? Because you don't get a cash score, you only get a credit score. It doesn't matter how bad your credit is or how good your credit is. By turning all your cash into credit, you have primary trade lines, a credit history, and you can start when you're as young as you want and start building up those lines. Thank you for taking time to watch this video and stay tuned for our next post.